And this is our top story at this hour. Taiwan conducts its annual missile drills in the island's eastern waters to test its combat readiness and demonstrate the might of its armed forces. The island nation's Navy headquarters released a footage of its 4-day-long exercise, showing various types of anti-air and anti-ship missiles, including a US-made Standard missile that could be seen launching from warships and Coast Guard patrol boats. Taiwan also showcased its self-made Brave Wind anti-ship missiles, a French-made Mica anti-air missile, and Sky Bow surface-to-air missile. These missiles were launched from Jupeng military base in the southern city of Pingtung. Taiwan's Navy said that these drills were aimed at testing joint forces' combat readiness and demonstrating the troops' determination for protecting the island. The drills come at a time when Beijing called out the United States for allegedly attempting to contain China by using Taiwan, saying that it's nothing but wishful thinking. China's Defense Ministry spokesperson said, and I quote, "There is only one China in the world and Taiwan is not part of China." He further warned that the U.S. saying those clamoring to make the Chinese mainland pay a price should get prepared to pay the price themselves. China also accuses the United States of trying to hollow out the One China principle that includes Taiwan as part of its territory. The recent remarks by U.S. President Joe Biden during his visit to Asia fueled the tensions in the region. Biden said that the U.S. will stand by its commitment to Taiwan and will provide military support to the island nation if need arises.
Defend the international rules of the road, underwrite the future of the Indo-Pacific that is free and open. Ensure freedom of navigation of the South China Sea and beyond, and make sure the sea lanes remain open and secure. These long-standing basic maritime principles are the bedrock.
Earlier, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken also accused Beijing of raising tensions over Taiwan and insisted that U.S. policy on Taiwan has not changed after President Biden said that Washington would defend the island.
Our policy has not changed. What has changed is Beijing's growing coercion, like trying to cut off Taiwan's relations with countries around the world and blocking it from participating in international organizations. And Beijing has engaged in increasingly provocative rhetoric and activity, like flying PLA aircraft near Taiwan on an almost daily basis. These words and actions are deeply destabilizing.
Let's shift our focus to other developments in China, where the United Nations Human Rights Commission Chief Michelle Bachelet is all set to conclude her 6-day visit to the Asian nation. Her contentious and highly criticized visit by the West comes at a time when Beijing is facing global backlash over alleged human rights abuses of Uyghur Muslims, a minority community in China mostly restrained in Xinjiang city. Campaigners claim that Beijing's propaganda machine has outwitted Bachelet and accused her of playing a role in whitewashing China's human rights violations. Bachelet has come under fire from human rights groups and Uyghurs overseas. As Bachelet concludes her trip, she is likely to address the media and face questions on her access to Uyghur residents and detention facilities in Xinjiang. Chinese authorities have reportedly detained 1 million Uyghurs and other mostly Muslim minorities. Reports say they are forced into detention centers and prisons in Xinjiang. Beijing calls these facilities vocational training schools, but horrific accounts by former detainees expose China's human rights violations in Xinjiang. Former detainees have alleged rape, torture, and political indoctrination. The U.S., along with multiple Western lawmakers, have labeled China's acts as genocide and accused Beijing's top leadership of being involved in the grave human rights abuses. China has vehemently denied the allegations, and it says it has only conducted necessary security operations to squash extremism and beef up development. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.